Hello, beautiful people. Ribbit. So this is my new method of doing Kambo frog poison. If you don't know what Kambo is, you can do your research on that. But it's known as kind of like a dangerous reset of the immune system and can cure all kinds of incurable diseases, and also helps with mood and so forth. Can help with drug dependencies, and also I've discovered it's a great parasite cleanse. I tried to do Kambo like 13 years ago and it didn't work. So the traditional method is you burn yourself with a stick. So like, for example, now men are supposed to burn themselves on the arms, but anyway, this time I burned myself in different places. So like, for example, now I have like a burn thing here, right? So by the way, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. You have to make sure you check everything with your doctor according to YouTube. So anyway, burning yourself, it didn't work for me the first time. And this time it did work a little bit, but what I found worked way better is, what do you think? Think about it. I mean, burning yourself is essentially like Stone Age version of subdermal injection, right? Just injecting onto the skin. So I said, okay, well, why don't I just dissolve this, filter it, and then subdermally inject it? And so luckily I didn't actually filter it very well when I did that the first time. So the needle clogged, and so I could only inject, I think, maybe like 1 milligram of the venom, although I have to double check with some more experimentation, but something like that. And so actually a lot of it doesn't even dissolve, but anyway, so man, I am so glad that clogged, because the one milligram was already kind of powerful, making me a bit nauseous. Then I did another couple milligrams, and man, I just wanted to die at that point. And the main reason is because you have to puke, you have to vomit, and so they always advise you to drink like a liter or more of water after your Kambo, and then to force yourself to vomit, like put your fingers back in your throat and force yourself to vomit. I didn't want to force myself, so I just waited like a moron, and it took maybe like an hour, I don't know, until I finally vomited. And yeah, I felt a lot better after that. So anyway, that's when I realized that people are doing this all wrong, that it's way more efficient and simple to simply just inject under the skin. And it's very safe to inject under the skin. It's not like intravenous, which is very dangerous. And it's safer than intramuscular as well. Safest place to inject is like under your belly fat. Just pull up some skin on your stomach and inject right there. Very easy. So you don't want to inject too much liquid. So I put like something like 1 milligram in 5 units of the syringe. It's a diabetic syringe you can get at any pharmacy. Usually you don't need a prescription, and if you do need a prescription, you can buy it on Amazon also. So anyway, there you go. There's the correct way to do Kambo, I believe. And if you are a Kambo practitioner or a facilitator, go ahead and give it a try. Let me know how it goes for you. I'm still finalizing my measurements. So far, I'm just giving like crude measurements. I'll see if I can update this video once I get a more exact measurement. Sorry. So I didn't get all the benefits that a lot of people report. I mean, I don't really have any chronic illness aside from just I've had difficulty getting deep sleep. Like I used to get really, really, really deep sleep. But I think partly as a result of just traveling everywhere, never having like one spot to sleep and no set schedule, my sleep kind of got whacked, and you can see my bags in my eyes and stuff. So Yeah, so one reason I was doing this is to see if it would help me sleep. Also, I was going to see if it would give me that amazing afterglow people talk about. I didn't get any afterglow from it. But it did make me feel quite heavy, and the sleep was like a rock. So each time I take a little bit of this, I don't need a lot. Like I don't need to vomit or anything like that. Just like I think something like 1 milligram, enough to kind of like feel the heat in my head, and poop out some worms is enough to get me sleeping like a rock. After that, if I go to sleep, it's not like it puts me to sleep, but yeah. So I do this before bed, and so it's really not that bad of an ordeal at all with 1 milligram or so. You don't need to get to the point of nausea, and yeah. So hopefully, if I continue getting lots of good deep sleep, then my bags under my eyes will disappear. And even though I have no set schedule or no exact place to live right now, but that's the main benefit I've noticed so far. Other people will probably give you much more amazing stories of the benefits they've gotten from Kambo. And so, although it does contain opiates, very powerful opiates, apparently, I don't know why I didn't feel them. And also, it seems like they're not addictive. So like you don't ever have a craving to inject Kambo. Even if you do get the afterglow, like one of my friends just started doing this, is just why I started doing it. And monkey see, monkey do. And he definitely gets the afterglow for days, but he doesn't have any craving to do it. So it's just one of those things that's kind of like, you take your vitamins to be healthy, but you don't necessarily want to. So anyway, I think I've covered most of the bases. There's a lot of different substances in here. Make sure that if you engage in this experiment, you have somebody watching you just in case you have an allergic reaction, or if in case you inject too much or something like that, which please be extremely careful with how much you're injecting. Be very scientific about this. And this is one of the reasons that I'm making this video is to help people to be more scientific about exactly how much they're using also. So there you go. And okay, and final update. So I I do have another friend who now has tried my method with this Kambo injection, subdermal. We'll call him S, and he has got tremendous benefit from it, way more than me. He's getting the opioid effects for sure, and he says it makes him way more productive at work, and just kind of, I don't know, like fixes everything in his life. Like all his family problems don't exist anymore. Like just whatever drama's going on in the family, like doesn't affect him. And he also uses NMT, ayahuasca, lavihuasca as well. But so those are the two keys for him to connect with his inner child and just kind of fixes whatever neurochemistry is going on and whatever other, I don't know, what are, physical health issues are contributing to brain issues or whatever. So obviously Kambo is not the secret to health for everyone, I guess, but definitely does have some health benefits for a lot of people. And for some people, it has like incredible magic benefits. So this is the validation I was looking for this method. Apparently it does work just as well as the traditional method. It's just 10 times more effective and much more reliable and less dangerous and less all kinds of bad things. So less injurious. So there you go. I hope I have made this somewhat clear despite cutting this into 3 parts over time. If you have any questions, just post a comment, and much love.